Oh, I dream just to be where you are. In a world I can see where you are. Though you are meant to be. Wish you're here next to me. Where you are.
Good afternoon, good evening, or I guess who knows, maybe even good morning, depending on where around the world you're tuning in from. And no, it's not an April Fool's prank. Today is day number 1 of Uni Rocketeers Spring Championship. 16 of EU's top universities cutting the field down to 8 by the end of the day. And if it's your first time through, or I know it's been a little while since the last time things went down over here, what up, what it do? I'm your boy Q, and I'll be your host as we look to crown a champion over the course of, well, essentially the next week and a half. But it wouldn't be nearly as fun if I was doing it all by myself. We got ourselves a stacked desk here to cover all the action. We got Sir Pegasus, Rhino, and Orion. Fellas, how are we feeling today?
Feeling great. I mean, it's an exciting day of action, especially because we've got so many eliminations happening in this first day. We don't, I believe, have any tomorrow. It's all going to be upper bracket games heading into next week's playoff action. So very excited to see how that's all going to turn out.
Rhino, how are you feeling going into day number 1?
Yeah, it's a Swiss bracket. We all know from watching RLCS for a little while now, the Swiss day always just feels that little bit more special because you really don't know what is going to happen. Win 3, you're through. Lose 3, you're out.
All right, how about you, man? You're definitely going to be hanging with me for series number 1, but we've got a long day for the day. How you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, you say it's day 1, but, you know, we've already played 4 open qualifiers to get here, and we're already kind of at the cream of the crop, you know. Top 16, we've had to eliminate a lot of teams up to this point. So many got close but didn't make it. So I'm expecting the standard to be high. Uni Rocketeers always delivers a high standard. Teams all across Europe competing for that grand prize. So I'm excited for it. It's been a while since I've been on the Rocket League cast, and I'm looking forward to some good games today.
Well, it's Swiss stage today. You got to win 3 series before you lose 3 series. So let's go ahead and take a look at things here. This is going to be something that will pop up throughout the course of the day. We do technically already have our first 2 eliminations of the day. So technically of the squads that we will be seeing, we won't see our first elimination till round number 4. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But you can kind of see everyone starting over on that 0-0 side. We'll see who's going to qualify through 3 straight rounds. It should be a fun day here, Pegasus.
It really is. I'm really excited for the follow-up action, and it's a shame that those 2 forfeits had to unfortunately show themselves very early, but at the very least it's for 2 teams that are unavailable, less any drama being sprinkled into the mix. We have enough of that over in the collegiate scene for sure, but I mean, starting off, we've got already a Dutch versus UK matchup I can see listed there, and those are a big familiarity when it comes to Uni Rocketeers.
Rhino, I'm kind of curious. Is there any team, maybe even 2, that you've got your eyes set on, especially for today with Swiss?
That's a really tough question. I mean, when you're talking about the university scene in these kinds of things, you've always got to be looking at Loughborough as a team that are going to be performing very well at that high seed. I actually think Warwick as well. I've been looking down some of the teams. I like the look of the Warwick team. I think they've got some real potential. Those are the 2 that I'm going to pick out initially.
Ryan, before we head into kind of talking about our first matchup here, I'm curious if you have any dark horses that you've got your eyes on going into our Swiss stage here.
It's been a while since I've been about in the Rocket League scene. I've had my history, but a lot of unfamiliar names for me. Maybe I'd tell you what, Southampton. Just looking at rosters, Jim Jam and Darksun especially, I know is a pairing that has been on that Southampton roster for ages, and they've only been getting better at the game. Maybe they make it through. We've got 8 teams from the UK. It will be interesting to see how many that is whittled down to today.
You're talking about as far as whittling down things today. We're setting the stage up for 8 through our Swiss stage into our playoff bracket over here. So we'll go ahead and take a quick look at that, as it will be a graphic. Will be kind of popping up throughout the course of the next 3 days, of course. It's double elimination, pretty traditional, but as Pig was saying, tomorrow will be a lot of our upper bracket matchup, and we'll kind of head through the rest of the bracket from there today. But I do know that we've got 6 players who are just about ready to take to the pitch. So how about we set the stage for our first matchup that we'll have on stream today, gentlemen? We'll have Warwick, which was one of the universities you were talking about there, Rhino, versus OVGU. And Pig, I know you were pretty excited to see the run that OVGU went through to get here.
Yeah, they qualified through Qualifier 2, but it ended up with them knocked into the lower bracket very early. I believe it was the first they played in that upper round 2. That was against Barcelona, sent to the lowers very quickly, and then they made the entire run. And it was already frustrating losing in Game 5 to Barcelona in that first round. They then got to earn their revenge at the very end. Barcelona had to wait a little bit longer to make it to this stage, because they met again in that final round, and yeah, very excited to see if that can now translate once we've got the top 16.
And we saw both of these teams go through lower bracket runs on their individual runs to get here, right? But Rhino, I'm kind of curious for you. Do you feel like for a team for Warwick, despite the fact that we know they've gone through a lower bracket, is there more weight here starting off Swiss stage on the right foot, or are they the team that can kind of overcome adversity if things don't go their way?
That's a really good question. I think, to be honest, the way that Warwick went into that lower bracket in the very first qualifier to get to this point is one that is important to look at, because they dropped down into that lower bracket, but they were able to come through in the lower bracket in a Game 5 against Northampton, which is difficult to do at the best of times. But coming off the back of a sweeping loss in the upper bracket, you stick it out, you make that 5-game run. I think they've got the mental fortitude to be able to deal with a late run in Swiss. But of course, it always helps when you get that buoyancy of a 1-0 right at the start.
Always love to be able to get off on the right foot. Put yourself in that upper bracket, and I always feel like when you get ahead, it helps you feel more confident about having that second and third life essentially through Swiss right now. Orion, I am kind of curious for you heading in towards this first matchup. Do you feel like there's an importance of how you walk away with the dub in a matchup like this that you anticipate to be very tight, right? Do you feel it's important to just walk away with the win, or do you want to make a statement in, round number 1 of Swiss?
Yeah, I think it's a good point. You know, it is Swiss, round number 1. You've got a long day ahead of you. Getting that first win on the boards just gives you so much confidence going forwards, just to have that positive feedback like, yep, we're playing well, we're doing the right things, just keep that momentum going. And Swiss, as you guys know, in Rocket League is so momentum based. So yeah, first win hugely important. If they can dominate it and, you know, really stake their claim on the game, either of these teams, then obviously that's going to feel even better, right? But yeah, I think you're right. The most important thing, get that W on the board in that first round and then keep going and don't take your foot off the gas.
You know, both of these teams have the ability to be able to not only take that momentum and be able to swing it huge, but as we've kind of talked about, both teams are able to overcome adversity when necessary. I think when you talk about going into a big day like this, though, you've got to make sure you can take it one game at a time. I think it's very easy to look at it and go, oh, I got to win 3 series. It's a large task, right? But if you take it bit by bit, I really feel like makes that it makes the task seem so much easier. But I think let's go ahead and start looking towards this series here. Give me what you're thinking, Pig. Who are you feels walking away with our first series on stream?
I think both these teams are extremely strong, like I've mentioned before, but OVGU, I want to see them do a repeat of what they did in that second qualifier. So I'm actually going to have them losing this game. I'll give Warwick the first.
Giving Warwick the first. Now, I do know you mentioned Warwick being a team to watch. You still holding on to that here, Rhino?
Yeah, I certainly am. I think Warwick are the team to beat in this particular game. I would love to see OVGU do something in this first round to give us a little bit of life and hope towards the rest of the Swiss for them. But give me Warwick.
All right, I'm looking at you to try and help me prevent the death sweep because I already know which way I'm going with this. So who are you taking in this one?
Yeah, I've got Warwick as well here. They've come on, man. They've always been strong in UK esports, especially. I don't think I can recall a season where they haven't been top 6, top 8 in NSE. So yeah, they always field a strong roster, and my expectations for them are quite high here.
Well, that's 3. Production, I guess, go ahead and make it 4 all the way across. Go ahead and give the death sweep to Warwick, and we'll see if maybe that gives OVGU a chance to maybe get that little extra bit of a boost with the fact that everyone is betting against him. If I had to guess, though, this is probably going to be one that does go quite the bit of distance here. And any last, does anyone have any predictions as far as a game real quick before we head on out of here? King, Rhino?
I don't want to be drawn.
We
Come
doing
on, give us
5?
5.
We giving? Yeah, I like a 6. Give us a 6.
I like 5.
All right, I love it. Yeah, I definitely feel like this one that is does have the potential of going 5. Give us 5 to start off the day. Give us something to really be excited about for 5 banger series here. But fellas, ain't no more time to talk about it. It is indeed time to be about it. It's time to kick off Uni Rocketeers Spring 2026. It's going to be Warwick versus OVGU. It's a race to be able to win 3 and win 3 series as well. Start the day off right. Let's get down and do what it do. Getting off to our first series on the day. It's going to be your boy hanging on here with Orion, kicking things off. As we talked about on the desk, Orion, it's a race to win 3 games. You wonder who's going to be able to step to the pace here in game number 1. We often talk about game number 1 being that feeler out game, but these are 2 teams who should know at least a little bit about one another. Let's step to the field and see who's going to set the pace.
Yeah, I mean, both in terms of the series and the whole day, it's a marathon, not a sprint, right? You've got to win 3 series, and potentially you could be playing as many as 5 if you go the distance. We talked about it on the desk. Obviously, both of these teams are going to want to win that first one, get the momentum behind them, get the wind in their sails, and they're going to want to do the same thing in game 1 here. Units, can he find the opening goal? Not quite there. The defense stacked and able to make the save.
Still trying to keep the pressure down here, though, is Warwick. Jay looking for the double tap. Will be denied on the first look, but OVGU still struggling to find a clear. A second attempt, a third attempt will be shoved, but it's still right in front of the net, trying to find a way to break the pressure here is OVGU. Maybe at least finding a way to send it deep inside the Warwick half. They'll be able to do at least that much, but it does not seem like they're going to set up any possession. They've got to retreat right back to defense.
Yeah, typical game one. You are seeing a battle for the midfield. There was that shot on target earlier and one put over the top, but mostly hanging about in that middle third of the field. The ball being met at the halfway line by both sides and just kind of running out of boost as they get there. There's no real kind of boost advantage being maintained by either side. Here comes a flick, though, and the flick is off the crossbar and in despite two defenders in the net. Jay finds the opener for Warwick.
But right on their hood from a nice pass from Zanino. It almost gets denied by the bar, but bar down and Inski. Warwick will indeed strike first. Got to give it up to OVGU. I mean, they were able to hold off quite a barrage of shots until they finally were conceding their first goal. I feel like this does look, at least from the start of things, first 100 seconds gone by, OVGU is going to have to rely on some counterattacks if they're going to want to hang with Warwick, because it just seems like they're relentless in the offensive half.
Yeah, Warwick do start to look like they're outpacing OVGU a little bit. Just getting to that ball a split second earlier, and you can see OVGU trying their best to speed up and adapt, but ultimately the pace and the mechanical ability of the Warwick players is proving slightly too much for them as things stand. Nice infield pass there, although it's a little bit wayward, and here comes the counter-attack and the miss. It's going to be two for Jay, two for Warwick, and it was the undoing of OVGU. They hurt themselves there.
Oh, Eunice is able to jump the passing lane and able to intercept that thing. Sets up a beauty and an easy shot there to make it a doubled down lead. 2-0 here for Warwick. OVGU still struggling to find, well, really any semblance of offense. It feels like any time they break into the blue half, it's quickly getting sent back the blue way, and that is a wide open net. And in a game where you really haven't found any opportunities in a half, you need to find one, and then they go the other way and score. Not like this. Feeds open, cans. It's everywhere.
Yeah, my hands were firmly on my face there as I watched that open net miss, and insult to injury there as Warwick goes straight down the other end. Beautiful flip reset into the net. 3-0, but you've got to say it should have been 2-1. Not taking their opportunities when they were gifted to them off the kickoff there were OVGU, and I feel like they will come to regret that in this game as they are now 3 goals down.
So gotta try and find some way to set up some offense, because right now Warwick is on a war path on the offensive side. Units looking for a pass towards the middle, and Liddell will be able to jump there and at least slow things down, but sending a shot across here is Jay. Zanino on that corner trying to gather it, but will lose the possession. A chance for OVGU until Units steps right back in and is able to regain possession for Warwick.
Jay with a shot there, chooses to put it off the corner instead, just trying to maintain possession, but you can see the OVGU players starting to come forward. Zanino trying to slow the game down. Nice drop there, but Jay perfectly reading it, and you can see just how quickly the players from Warwick follow up each other's touches. There's always a player right behind able to get to the ball before an OVGU player can even think about what's happening.
Allows them to keep that consistent pressure and slowly walk this thing down the field. Units gets a touch onto it, will slow down the exit from OVGU. Jay will look to send this thing back towards Units. Units, however, gets their pass denied. Luckily, their teammate there to be able to back them up. Back into the offensive zone, even if it is just for a moment. Warwick at this point with a 3-goal lead. The longer that they send this thing down in the orange half, even if they don't necessarily have the possession, it's more time that dwindles off the clock.
Well, that's the openest of open nets there. Must have been either an overcommit or a demo there onto one of the Warwick players. I think it was an overcommit. You saw the double commit there. Third man going, leaving the net wide open, and it bounces out of that corner and gives OVGU their first goal in game one. Is it going to be enough, though? 1 minute 9 left on the clock. It is possible, but they really haven't shown that much in terms of promising signs going forward. That one could have easily snuck its way through on the 50-50, but ultimately denied by Warwick, and here they come now. Units doesn't quite get back to that one, gets the dunk, but I think Warwick have done enough in this game. Q, what do you think?
I mean, one shot is all it takes to make this a 1-goal ball game, especially if you can do it on this trip there. It looked like there was an open opportunity if Jerka was going to be able to follow things up with a step behind. I think at this point now, I definitely have to agree. Warwick feels like they have done enough. Maybe if OVGU can find one more, you at least have a building block going into game number 2, but even in the back half of the game, while Warwick hasn't necessarily added to their tally, they've still looked like they've been very much in control.
Yeah, that is, I think, the key word here, control for Warwick. They've just been first to the ball more often than not, and when they haven't, they've been able to sit back, just let the OVGU players hit it towards them, anticipating that one of the Warwick players is going to go, and immediately they are gifted possession. So they're playing a really smart game at the moment. Our Warwick and OVGU, I think, are starting to adapt to it, but they just weren't quite able to figure out that game plan in game one, which does go to Warwick.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give it up to OVGU. You were able to hold the line in the back half of the game, and dare I even say start to build up some little sense of offense. I mean, 5 shots as opposed to, it felt like they didn't have any in the first half, but when you compare that to the offense that Warwick was able to bring, you still have a little bit to kind of turn the tides heading into game number 2. I don't want to say that this was best case scenario in a loss for OVGU, but it definitely wasn't worst case scenario. I definitely feel like there's still a fight that they can have here.
Yeah, I think that they are definitely going to be up for the fight. I'm not writing OVGU off by any standard here. I just think that, yeah, Warwick played that game one better. They had the ultimate pace to beat out their rivals. And yeah, OVGU were playing catch up, but catching up successfully. I definitely agree with that.
I think especially when you think about that one mistake that essentially is a 2-goal difference, right? You take that one out, it's all of a sudden it's really a different story for how things ended. So I don't think you hold your head high, you hang your head if you're OVGU, but I do definitely think you come out to the pitch here in game number 2 with a little bit of vengeance in the back of your mind. You've got to be the tone setter and be able to come out here and grab the bull by the horns, because this is only a best of 5. If you drop back-to-back games, all of a sudden you're looking down the barrel of a reverse sweep. So let's go ahead and take to game number 2 and get down and do what it do.
Yeah, I know we're casters and not coaches, Q, but what do you think? Do you think if you're getting outsped, do you try and ramp up the pace, or do you go, okay, we're going to be second to this ball, let's position, slow the game down, and see what we can do? How would you approach that?
I think if your game is to not play at the speed of the opposition, you have to settle in and focus on being able to slow things down and focus on the counterattack. I mean, we've seen a few times where Warwick's almost gotten over-aggressive, and OVGU just hasn't quite been able to exit out of their back half in time. If they can lock things in just a little bit better, I think they can punish some of those mistakes. However, as I say that, Jay rises up and says, "That's on your head, boy," puts the whole roster on a poster and starts things off right here in game number 2.
Yeah, didn't even get the reset there, but just managed to slow the ball down, fake out the 2 defenders, one on the backboard, one in the goal, and just air dribble it directly through the middle of them. So pretty quick goal to start things off. We're going to get an equally fast one in return. Not quite. The OVGU players running out of boost on the kickoff there and giving possession away to Warwick in the corner, and that is where the ball remains for the time being. Can OVGU scramble something home? Jay off the backboard, scorer of the goal, and now doing the defensive work as well. That one's a bit awkward, but I think it is going to be over the top. They were a bit overzealous there, weren't they, Q? And they couldn't quite get the shot on target.
Still able to keep the possession of the zone, though, because some of that aggression that they are bringing, the Kablamos and Whamos opening up space, and it's a pass across. Mr. Roney punches it home, and we're all tied up at 1.
Yeah, probably the first, glaring error that I've seen from Warwick in this series. I think that they were just trying to do their, strat of just, if I get to the ball first and get any touch, OVGU aren't going to be able to hit the ball. But unfortunately that touch from the defense put the ball straight into the firing line, and it was converted. There goes a second, again from Mr. Groney. 2 shots in quick succession converted from OVGU, and they have a lead in game 2.
Now all of a sudden, your first sniff of being in the driver's seat. You do have to hold on to the lead for quite a bit, though. 3 minutes and 40 seconds is a lot of time in Rocket League, but when you take into consideration how things looked in the back end of game number 1, it does feel like OVGU has been able to kind of turn the corner on things here in this series. They've been able to start controlling the pace, and now the question is, can you not only take this lead that you have, but maybe even double it down?
Well, that remains to be seen. I thought we were witnessing a little bit of an overcommit there, as we had 1 player on the ceiling and 1 off the wall, but it seems like they have been able to sort that rotation out. Jay on the backboard has a lot of work to do, and he's not going to be able to do it. didn't have the boost, didn't have the momentum or the speed, just had to hit the ball straight in front of the goal. And it is going to be 3-1 now as Mr. Grony with the hat trick inside probably just a minute of game time. And this game getting away from Warwick. It looks like their game plan has just started to unravel a little bit. Maybe it's their own mistakes on defense that are costing them, but OVGU now exercising control over their opponents.
Series of Rocket League does sometimes tend to act like a little bit of a tug of war, right? As teams start to make those adjustments, it definitely feels like OVGU has started to get the control. The question now for Warwick is, what changes can you make to get back to those winning ways? I mean, still 2:45. There's time to do so here. I thought maybe from Zadinho was going to be able to find the double tap, but Jay keeps the possession alive. Reset found, but it will be Liddell who will be able to step right on in and finds the clear all the way down to the other side. Grony finds a way to punch that one home. And OVGU now up 4-1.
Yeah, once again, a mistouch on defense. Their units was just trying to take that up the back wall and carry that ball to safety with that 100 boost, but bounces off his car, bounces straight back to Mr. Grony, who puts in his 4th goal in this game and the 4th goal for OVGU. Apparently, the other players on OVGU just not allowed to score. They have their star striker, and he is performing.
I mean, when you got the hot hand or the hot foot or hot bumper, I guess, you might as well feed the beast. It's all the same. And now still with 2:12 left, the defense continues to do what they've been doing best for, at this point, it almost feels like 4 or 5 minutes of game time, which has been shut down, this Warwick offense. And now even really feels like they've come out here and started to spend more time down on that blue half of the field, relinquishing the control of the game from the boys in blue.
Here come the boys in blue, though. A little bit of an overcommit. Is that going to be an open net? It's almost open. Can he get the angle? No double found. But they keep piling on the pressure. Here is Jerka. That is pinched long. And Ledel all the way in the back line. Demo onto Zanino. Little catches. But pinched long once again. Zanino has to cover. Net semi-open for a bit there. But Jay off the backboard finds his teammate. Up into the sky. Little beautiful touch there. Gets it on the backboard. Beautifully controlled. Look at that for a piece of defensive work.
I'm not sure if OVGU was just giving too much respect to this Warwick offense early, giving them space, but they have definitely been doing a good job of getting right in their face and stifling any sort of control, especially when they look to take to the air, and it almost feels as though that's making this Warwick team a little uncomfortable. They haven't really been able to find a way to seek the control the way that they did in that first half of game number 1. Here's Units with the pinch, be able to send it up into the orange half. If you are going to be able to surmount the comeback, you've got to move with a greater sense of urgency. With the big clear there, I know some people like that good old 10-second rule, but I don't think it's going to come into play here. It feels like OVGU has already done enough to take game 2.
Yeah, 3 goals ahead and 30 seconds left. I mean, Warwick did put a barrage on in the first game, but I think OVGU have responded here, and they have responded well. I think you're accurate in what we were saying in terms of slow the game down, take control, don't try and beat them to the ball if you know that you're going to get beaten. Just position yourself where you think the ball is going to go and then capitalize on their touches. It's exactly what they've done. 4 goals though for Mr. Grony, definitely an MVP in this game at the very least, and the series has just got a whole lot spicier. Q.
Almost a real reverse of game number 1, not only as far as a stark difference in the scoreboard, but when you look even deeper in the rest of the stats, I mean, shots being a very stark difference, 9 as opposed to the 3. Even when you look down at ball possession as well as even that field domination, I mean, it just feels like right now, well, I guess technically Warwick having the possession a little bit on their side, but they were caught back in their back half, even if they had the ball, it felt like.
Yeah, a couple of things that are standing out to me on that scoreboard. All of OVGU's goals were assisted, which shows that, you know, those passing plays are coming through. The team synergy is definitely there on the offense. And also not a single demo for Warwick. None. 0. 7 on the side of OVGU. So maybe it's that disruptive play as well, just taking a player out of the defense that is also really paying dividends for OVGU. Be interesting now that we've seen those stats to kind of actually, you know, look for that in game and see if we can pick up on some things. But definitely an interesting series developing here.
Anyone that knows me knows that I'm a big fan of the Kabluis, Kablamos, and Whamos. I love seeing the aggression that we brought out of OVGU in that last game. And you feel like if they continue bringing it here in game number 3, we'll probably see a similar sort of dominance. This is the rubber match after all. We're tied up 1-1 in the series. However, the scores of our first 2 games no longer matter. It's zeros on either side of the scoreboard and 5 minutes on the clock. Let's get down to it.
Oh, is that an early goal? It was a well-placed shot from Mr. Groney, who scored 4 in the previous game, but his units does have a player up challenging, can't get the flip reset over the top. Jay to take over controls, and Nino straight into the air to follow up on his teammate's touch, gets a lovely reset as well to put it into the midfield. The shot is blocked by Mr. Groney. Just got to be careful they don't overcommit Warwick. You saw all 3 players there in the OVGU half. Are they going to get a goal from it? Not quite. Mr. Groney, the savior on defense this time, slams it against his own post and gets the ball to safety. But you can see once again all 3 players from Warwick in that offensive half. All it takes is one big clear and they are scrambling on defense, Q.
Well, luckily, Units is already back, so is able to shut down the first look, but not able to take away the possession, and it's going to be a second shot, and that's going to be just under the bar. Mr. Groney sneaks this first one in, and OVGU take the lead.
Yep, well, we said we were going to look out for it. There's the demo. That player could have easily made a touch on that ball, taken the shot away, removed from the field. And I mean, it was a well-placed shot. You still had 2 players on the back line for Warwick there, but the shot had to be well-placed, and it was off the bar. Once again, Mr. Groney with his 5th goal in the series, putting in an all-star performance on offense. And once again, OVGU, same as last game, have the lead. For how long, though, does Zanino have the flip? He does now. He's not going to get the dunk, though. Great defensive play from OVGU.
We got robbed of a highlight reel of a dunk by an even better block. You gotta love to see the defense come into play here for OVGU. It's passed back towards the middle. Units was there, but Jerky does a great job of jumping the lane, and that's a wide open net the other way. Defense quickly turning into offense as OVGU is now up by 2.
I called it. Overcommitting from Warwick, and there was a gap in the defense there. The infield pass was a hospital pass, and it was perfectly read by OVGU. All they had to do was put it on target, and now they have a 2-goal lead. Is it going to be 2-1? Not quite off the kickoff. Zanino does have the reset. I don't think he's going to get back to it, though, so it does look like that 2-goal lead is going to hold for the time being.
Still plenty of time, 3:15, but last thing you'll want to do if you're Warwick is get overextended one more time and all this, because look at this, 3 players all up in the offensive third, luckily able to keep the pressure towards the net, at least for now. This clear towards the midfield line. If you lose the 50, could be trouble. It's going to pay for their price for their assertment, but they still have the possession, at least for now, for Warwick.
Oh, that's a big mistake on defense, and it is going to be punished as well. Miss off the backboard, and it didn't have to be the best pass, but yeah, Mr. Groney there trying to go for that one, and it was, Jerker gets bumped out of the way. Warwick giving OVGU a taste of their own medicine on defense, and yeah, 1 goal back for Warwick, halving the deficit. Can they make it 2 goals apiece here? I feel like it's necessary because, you know, we saw if they're chasing 2 goals and they're already overcommitting when, you know, they're not even a goal down, you kind of have to adopt that play style in that scenario. You have to become over-aggressive because you need those 2 goals. You need that equalizer and to try and chase the game and win it. So it can be a vicious circle for Warwick.
Got space here for a shot coming in from Zanino, but will be denied from Mr. Groney. Mr. Groney rises up again, though, and will look for the release valve with a nice big clear here. Touch towards the corner, but Zanino able to find a clear in return, which means Warwick right back onto the attack. That'll be a roller there in the corner, as it will be Jay who tries to maintain the possession for Warwick, but Jerka does a good job of knocking it aside, and now OVGU. We'll see if maybe they can get the chance to try and possess things a little bit down here on this blue half. It feels like every time OVGU has made their way down to the blue half, it's been what we just saw. 1 touch, and then all of a sudden Warwick back onto another counterattack, and this time finds the back of the net.
Yeah, it's a really nice passing play there. Honestly, I have no idea what Janino is doing so far upfield there, but he is ultimately found by a teammate and does get the shot through. So tie game, Q, 2 goals apiece. It seems like we're now at the stage where both teams have kind of figured each other out. They've settled into their own game plans, and we are seeing them play at their maximum. Where do we go from here?
Question is, if you're Warwick, do you become a little bit more aware of that third player back? Because I feel like if your third player doesn't play as overly aggressive, we saw in game number 1 where they were able to keep pretty constant pressure down on that OVGU side. Even when OVGU went on to counterattacks, because that third player, even if you're only a couple meters farther back towards your post, allows you to meet with a little bit of different resistance. You're not so much moving and trying to shut down before they get things going. You're able to shut it down before they truly get the possession. I feel like for them, they need to slow it down a wee bit. I know we like to say play aggressive when you're the aggressor, but they got to slow it down just a smidge.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that third man point. Just pushing up at that little bit too high has started to cost them. It seems like they're wise to it. They are kind of, you know, pushing up aggressively with the two front players, but just keeping that third player in their own defensive half. Just if that big clear does come through, you know, you can counter clear and then you have an immediate response. That one is going to be probably one of the slower goals that's scored this evening, as Units just puts it onto the crossbar. Jerka is there, and the 50 is not a favorable one. Little, as much as he tried, the ball was already too far gone, and Warwick, from 2-0 down, restore a 3-2 lead here.
That's tough for Little. We've all been there, right? Like, you're just trying to catch up. You can't move fast enough, and unfortunately just end up watching it cross your own goal line. There's still time to be able to find an equalizer. If you're OVGU, you've been able to shut down the first attack down on your side. Nice 51 by Mr. Grony as well to send it high in the sky and in the corner. However, quickly, the other way goes Warwick. Nice double tap. Ooh, that thing's filthy from Zanino as they take the lead and double it down.
Yeah, I was watching him track that ball beautifully, gets the angle, beats the defender, beats the goalkeeper as well. Lettle was so close to getting that clear, but not close enough, my friend. 4-2 with 20 seconds left. It feels like Warwick have fully understood the task at hand here, losing that second game 4-0, although, I was going to say never mind, as Lettle stops moving on the goal line. He knows what he's done, even though he doesn't know why he's done it. Poor lad. Warwick taking game 2.
Oh, and that's a huge turnaround from how things seemed at the start of things here. It almost looked like OVGU was going to be able to carry that momentum from game 2 through game 3, but Warwick made some mid-game adjustments, it felt like, and the tides really started to shift. The big thing for me is that stat way down at the bottom of your screens. 2/3 of the game being spent down on OVGU's side really tells the tale of game 3.
Yeah, we noticed it so often. I mean, it did bite them once.
Yeah.
But overall, they were able to manage that kind of balance of pressure and overcommittal. And I think it took that one goal for them to realize, okay, we can't do it quite that much. We can do it a lot. Like, we're really good at doing it a lot, but, you know, there's a line in the sand that we need to draw here. We can't send 3 players into the corner and not expect to concede, right?
Yeah, I think there gets a point where you're trying to figure just how aggressive you can be, right? Just exactly what that line is of how much you can creep forward, and they seem to have locked that in. So now it's going to be up to OVGU to figure out what other wrench they can kind of throw into things to try and turn the tides into their favor, because unfortunately you've now found yourself where you lose one more and you're done here as far as going into that 0-1 side of the Swiss bracket.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know if you feel the same way, but I think Warwick have the momentum now. They you know, we kind of saw a game 1 where Warwick executed their game plan, a game 2 where OVGU executed their game plan. Game 3 felt like both teams were executing their game plans at the same time, and Warwick came out on top emphatically. So I think Warwick now is the team to beat. We could see it seesaw once again if an early goal comes through for OVGU, because Warwick chasing a goal is definitely not as good as Warwick, you know, already a goal to the better.
Yeah, it definitely feels, at least from what we can see through the screen, and granted that's rather limited when it comes to like vibes as far as how the team's playing, but it feels like Warwick is definitely when it's good, oh boy is it good. I mean, we even saw when they started piling things on there late in game number 3, but both BGU can put them on their back foot. It seems like they do sometimes start to question things a little bit when they're trying to play catch up. Through first 40 seconds, however, it's really hasn't been much here in game number 4. Zaniño looking towards the net, finds the reset. Oh, just puts it under the bar, and that's going to be a highlight reel of a goal to kick things off in game 4.
He's actually done so well to get back to this. Like, the angle, he was taking that ball to the corner, manages to scoot his way around it, get that reset, put it on target off the crossbar. Did not think that that was possible when I saw that play developing, but has the mechanical ability, shows it off, gets the pre-flip as well to almost set up his teammate. You can see them scrambling back, but Units this time far back enough that he is able to deal with it and try and transition onto offense. Warwick looking supreme at the moment. OVGU don't look like they have a response as of right now, but I am sure that they will be able to find one at some point.
I think the tough part right now for OVGU is it's not like they are losing based off of like mistakes they're making, right? It's just Warwick's coming out and playing their game. They're playing free and loose, and while they've only got a 1-goal lead for now, they've been able to come out here and really dictate the pace in game number 4 in a fashion like we saw them starting off in game number 1. It just seems like OVGU has not been able to get room to cook, and oh, that one's off the post. I thought that was about to be a second.
That was an outrageous shot. Here comes another one, and they do get back in time. Yeah, crazy shot. You could see Zaniño especially just flexing those mechanical muscles. The prowess of the players for Warwick is absolutely insane right now. The skills that they're able to pull off so casually, but it's not going to matter. Mr. Grody comes back from the dead. 5 goals in the first 2 games. Here he is again, into the air, over Jay, who doesn't have the boost to deal with it, just air dribbles that onto the backboard, and how on earth has he managed to pinch that into the net? That angle didn't even exist in my mind, but somehow the ball is smothered home and we have a tie game.
And not only did you shove that thing in, but you had to bust out the protractor to make sure you found just the right angle to cut it. And man, that was a heck of a goal for sure. Surely could be the catalyst that OVGU needed to get back into things. It's not just about finding the goal to tie things up on the scoreboard, right? Because we're seeing Warwick going right back on the attack. I think the big thing for OVGU is you have to feel like you've gotten back into the possession of things. You've been able to slow down Warwick's offense, and maybe a chance on the counterattack here, going coast to coast. But now going to be able to find goal number 2.
But again, the catalyst was just the disruptive play. You could see Jerka just harassing Jay there in the back line, so he's got to dodge one player while trying to figure out which way Ledl is going to go, and he just takes it right round him. So despite perhaps looking the better team in the first half, it is actually OVGU who have the lead at 2-1 right now. So Warwick are going to have to battle back here unless they don't want things to go to a game 5. They want to get that first Swiss point on the board, but OVGU once again are trying to deny them.
Well, 1 shot's all it takes for Warwick. We know they have the ability to pile them on, but they got to make sure they can hold the line down here on the defensive side as well, because while earlier we said that OVGU was having really brief visits into the blue half, it does feel like they've started to build in a little bit longer possessions. Oh no, that's a big clear down towards the other side. That was just a little bit closer to Units. They could have fired a shot onto an empty net, but instead, now it's OVGU who looks to regain the possession.
Our Units had the boost, but just couldn't quite get control. Pinch towards the net, and Zaniño onto the backboard. Can he find that angle here? Goes for the drop down instead, and it's worked beautifully for them. Jay with the shot, but look at this. He knows that he can't get the angle. Angles his car for the pass. Mr. Grony is thrown hook, line, and sinker, thinking that's going on target. It did go on target eventually, but the passing play, big brain IQ plays, is what ties up the game for us.
Difference of centimeters. You talk about not just the pass sneaking by a hood, but the shot sneaking by a second hood, which allows for this game to be all tied up. OVGU looking to try and regather their lead. Jerka, second touch, will settle it towards the middle of the field, but both teammates already retreating back to defense. Units off the sidewall, no gas in the tank, but will at least be able to center it up, and picking things up at the midfield line. Zaniño can't keep the handle. It's really more of a tug of war around the midfield line.
Well, I thought they'd overcommitted there. There was a double commit right on the halfway line from the third man, but it OVGU just weren't able to get the ball into an offensive position quickly enough. That's a nice little passing play there, but Juninho does not get the boost, so control handed over towards OVGU. Jay tries he might, cannot smother the ball through the defense, so they're going to have to back off, grab some boost. You see the space given there to OVGU. Big clear coming through, but ideally you want to be passing to a teammate there. Putting it onto that backboard is just going to be giving them the opportunity, but there's no defense on the backboard, and Juninho with a second double tap puts Warwick back in front and crucially onto match point here.
I don't know if you saw Leto in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Got hit with the backflip the first time around. I think otherwise would have been able to close the gap and at least be able to put a hand up or a bumper as it will. Jerka, though, a chance to equalize, but Units gets up and puts a hand there and sends it aside. Now Juninho off of the sidewall looks to flip the pitch and flip the script, and all of a sudden it's Warwick who does have the possession, trying to maintain the control for the final 12 seconds.
Units in the midfield. Mr. Groney in a very awkward spot, and Warwick, they don't even need to score. They just need to bleed the time off the clock. Juninho with the fake. It's going to drop down. Is it going to be a fourth goal for Warwick? Here it is. And there it is. Units makes it 4-2, cements it for Warwick, and puts them 1-0 up in Swizz. OVGU going to be dropping to 0-1, but they had some really good points in that series, Q, and I do expect that they will be fighting their way through the Swiss bracket, as all of our teams will be doing tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we did say going into things, we anticipated that this was going to be a close affair, and despite the fact that maybe we don't get a game number 5, all 4 games that we saw were relatively close, and this one was no different. Let's not forget that fourth goal, technically a cosmetic goal at the end. It was a 1-goal difference until that final second, and I mean, even the scoreboard this time around, we look at shots and we even look at touches and possessions and everything, really 50-50 across the board.
Yeah, I definitely agree. As the series went on, it became more and more, closely fought. I think Warwick dominated the first game. We saw OVGU dominate the second one. Warwick had a really good game 3, but then started to look like they could lose that game number 4. Ultimately clutched it out, and they will be going 1-0 in the Swiss. But I expect OVGU to get some series wins and possibly be one of those teams that ultimately will be advancing. But we are gonna throw to a quick break now. I believe when we come back, we will have round 2 of Swiss, and we will be able to tell you what game is coming up there very shortly. So head to a break, but please do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Tell me somebody how long he will be on my mind. He will be on my mind. You wanna know my feelings every time I look in your eyes. Baby, I can feel your energy, it's making me realize everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I. Everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I. All I wanna do is to put my arms around you and watch these moments fall back into place. All I wanna do is to make you stop and love me. How can I be blue when you catch me in these feelings like okay. I love you, I do need you, I do love you, I do need you, I love you, I do need you, oh, I love you, I do need you, oh, I love you, I do need you, I do love you, I do need you, I love you, I do need you, oh, I love you, I do need you.
won't you come over? Dying to know where you came from. We're breaking open. Feel like your future's just begun. And all I know is that we lost time. If we stay right here, we could free ourselves inside. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away where no one knows. Let's run away together. Just lead me into your world. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away where no one knows. Let's run away together on our own. Just lead me into your world. Waiting for no one. We're headed straight up for the sun. They'll never notice. We'll take these cities on our own. And all I know is that we lost time. If we stay right here, we could free ourselves inside. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away where no one knows. Let's run away together. Just lead me into your world. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away where no one knows. Let's run away together on our own. Just lead me into your world. Into your world. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away where no one knows. Let's run away together on our own. Just lead me into your world. Oh, I dream just to be where you are. In a world I can see where you are. Though you are meant to be. Wish you're here next to me. Where you where you are, where you are.
Well, it's been a while since we convened here last for Uni Rocketeers Championship. I guess Series number 1 just brought so much heat that the servers unfortunately went down. So sad to say that does mean we're going to have to delay things as far as for today here, gentlemen. But I figured before we get out of here, we could at least take a quick look at the Swiss stage and see how round 1 broke down, I guess. We can at least see who won, who lost, and what those 1-0 and 0-1 side of the brackets are going to be looking like. I was curious, Pig, was there anything that kind of stood out to you looking through first Swiss part of the bracket?
Oh, I'm so sad because I feel like the match I was looking forward to the most. Liverpool might not be here because that Loughborough versus Liverpool match would have been an all-timer if we managed to see that one come out. But unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. Roehampton, of course, getting that free win in the 0-1 bracket after forfeiting that first round. I think for me, eyes are going to be on those 2 remaining lowest games. Winner gets the right to play in that 1-1 potentially against Roehampton, which will always be interesting to watch. And then loser, as it stands, gets the right to a break because currently with the 2 teams forfeiting, there's not even going to be an 0-2 round. So it's going to be a big lower focus from me.
What about for you, Rhino? Is there anything that you got your eyes focused on, I guess, when it comes to the start of tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? It's all about when we come back tomorrow. But my big one at the moment is Chichester versus AP. That game looks really interesting to me in the 1-0 bracket. I'm really interested to see how those 2 teams try and figure each other out. Obviously, we always like to see the cross-nation matches in Uni Rocketeers, and that's one that I'm definitely going to be keeping my eyes on for sure.
Before we get out of here, all right, how about from you, man? Anything that you are most excited about looking about heading into, or maybe even some prizes that you got looking through first round?
I mean, yeah, Roehampton are now 0-1, so I imagine that they will it'll probably be the only game they lose, and obviously that was forfeit against Southampton, who do go 1-0. I talked about them as the dark horse in the pre-show, and they've got 1 win under their belt thanks to Roehampton not showing up, so they only need 2. In that first round, we had 3 clean sweeps and only 1 game taken in that series against Warwick. So yeah, some pretty comprehensive matches in that first round of Swiss, comprehensive victories, I should say. All the teams that should have won winning, you have to say. But yeah, it will get spicier in the second round. Unfortunately, we can't bring that to you today for reasons. We will be bringing it to you tomorrow along with the rest of the Swiss bracket.
Yeah, we keep talking about it, so that does mean we've got rounds 2 through 5 tomorrow when we were originally looking at slotting the start of playoffs. That just means playoffs moves to next week. We'll kind of have to condense what's being shown on stream, but we'll still be making sure to bring you guys plenty of action along the way. If it's your first time through over here on the Twitch channel and you haven't already done so over the course of today, do me a favor, make sure you hit that follow button down the bottom right-hand corner and turn those notifications on. That way we can catch you back when we go live, whether it's tomorrow or also next week for the playoff side of the bracket. We do definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Sorry we couldn't bring you a full 5 rounds of action. We'll make sure we bring the noise and bring the funk tomorrow, though. That's for sure. We'll catch you back here, same time, same channel. Until we catch y'all back for the next one, man, don't forget, everything crazy going on in the world today, be true, be you, be sincere, game hard and love hard. All right, y'all. It's your boy Q from the rest of the crew here from the front to the back. Y'all have a great rest of your week. Peace. We're out of here.